China has upped the stakes in the South China Sea by extending its territorial claims to 100% of the disputed waterway, while warning U.S. President Donald Trump he risks triggering a disastrous confrontation if he refuses to accept the fact. Senior Colonel Ren Guoqiang's strongly worded statement, issued in direct response to remarks by U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo last month, further accused the U.S. of sowing discord and of acting as a disruptor of regional peace. The South China Sea is regarded as a major flashpoint between the two superpowers, with China having militarized numerous uninhabited islands there. The U.S. undertakes regular freedom of movement exercises in the region, and has deployed aircraft carriers USS Nimitz and USS Ronald Reagan there in recent weeks. Ren, speaking during a press conference in Beijing on Saturday, was asked about Mr. Pompeo's claim that China was seeking to build a maritime empire. Historically, China has maintained a sovereignty claim over between 80 and 90% of the waters, but Ren appeared to go even further. He said, China has indisputable sovereignty over South China Sea islands and their adjacent waters, which has full historical and legal basis. At present, with the joint efforts of China and Asian countries, the situation in the South China Sea is generally stable, and positive progress has been made in relevant consultations. Ren further implied China stood ready to back up words with action, adding, China urges the U.S. to stop making false remarks, stop taking provocative military actions, and stop sowing discord among countries in the region. The attempts made by the U.S. concerning the South China Sea can only make China more firmly defend its own sovereignty and security, and to maintain peace and stability in the South China Sea. Asked about Washington's decision to send battleships to patrol the waters, Ren said, ignoring historical and objective facts on the South China Sea issue, the U.S. side has flagrantly violated its own commitment to not taking a side on the sovereignty claims of the South China Sea, willfully and groundlessly criticized China, sowed discord among countries in the region and even conducted dual carrier operations in the South China Sea. These have fully exposed the hegemonic mentality and double standards of the U.S. It calls itself an arbitrator of the South China Sea issue, but is in fact actually a disruptor of regional peace, cooperation, and international relations. In a statement issued on July 13, Mr. Pompeo said, Today we are strengthening U.S. policy in a vital, contentious part of that region, the South China Sea. We are making clear, Beijing's claims to offshore resources across most of the South China Sea are completely unlawful, as is its campaign of bullying to control them. He added, The world will not allow Beijing to treat the South China Sea as its maritime empire. America stands with our Southeast Asian allies and partners in protecting their sovereign rights to offshore resources, consistent with their rights and obligations under international law. We stand with the international community in defense of freedom of the seas and respect for sovereignty and reject any push to impose might makes right in the South China Sea or the wider region. Tory MP Tobias Elwood, a member of Parliament's China Research Group, told Express.co.uk in June the world could not afford to stand by and ignore China's operations in the South China Sea. He said, Ultimately they are creating fortresses across the South China Sea and nobody is challenging them on that, despite international law saying otherwise. Once they have got a military presence there they then can use that to expand their own footprint to challenge anybody that comes through. It's getting more and more aggressive. We send ships through occasionally but they are treated with such hostility that you can easily see a minor conflict spiraling out of control. China covets superpower status but avoids any sense of duty to uphold the core values that we enjoy: freedom, democracy, rule of law, etc. What it is doing is promoting a competing vision, subtly forcing nations to choose sides, the authoritarian system of control versus ours.